Hi guys, Mark back here again. I have another question for the panel here. It says, they want to know what is a buyer's agreement and why does an agent ask you to sign that? So what do you guys say on that one?
All right. So this is a great question. So a buyer's agreement is just basically a paper saying that you're partnering with that agent and you're going to be loyal to them and they're going to be loyal to you. So, because a lot of people will just call agent after agent, and the typical agent, real estate agent, is not getting paid unless they sell a house. So when we run you around and show you houses for 6 months, a year, and we're driving around showing you houses, doing all this research and things for you, we're not getting paid. So, but we have a belief that, so that's why we ask you to be loyal to us, because we're doing that work, that you'll stick with us. If you see a house, you see an open house, you see a house for sale by owner, you do these things, you call us and we'll help you, and that's why we give you all of our time, because we're not getting paid, we're not getting gas money. Our company's not reimbursing us for all these things, so that's why there's a buyer's agreement. And that's why we have you sign that, just as a loyalty between the two of us.
Yeah, in the industry we're in, it's a results-driven industry. You only get compensated if you get the job done. So even if you do a great job, if a deal doesn't close, you never get paid. If it's the fault of your client, the other party, it just doesn't matter. No closing, no commission at the end of the day. So the reason we have the signed agreements is, one of the most important things is, if it's important, have it in writing, all right? In real estate, you need written agreements. Without a written agreement, we are not representing you. So we actually cannot provide any professional services to you by law. We actually could lose our license if we act like you're a realtor, and we're not. That's called, I just forgot the word. Implied agency is the word on that one. Implied agency means, I'm going to pretend like I'm your realtor because when you want to make an offer, I'm hoping you let me fill in these blanks, but we've never had anything signed. I could get my butt chewed out for that because it's not the right way to do business. So one of the easy ways to get around that, and I think it's the best, is we talked about this in that different video, an easy exit agreement, where we have paperwork saying, I am working on your behalf, fiduciary responsibilities. For me, I say I'm your coach, I guide, protect, create, and advantage. But without this written agreement, we have no official ties. I'm just kind of like a friend showing houses that's taking on all kinds of legal liability. So me personally, I don't go that avenue. How about yourself?
Yeah, I think the big thing, and I take time to explain, that a buyer's agreement is a deal between us. If you don't feel that I'm providing the best service that you need, then, we can end our agreement and you can pick another agent. And vice versa, if I don't feel that, you're working with me, and it's a good atmosphere between the two of us, then I can fire you as a client too, because, it's only right. I'm not getting paid until I help you do something. So I'm doing a ton of work for you. And there's clients that are like a rainy day and they don't appreciate all the extra stuff that we do. We might set up 10, 12 houses, show different houses over and over. And, but even though we're real estate agents, we still have lives, we have kids, we have birthday parties, kids sports and stuff. We will miss a lot of things or do a lot of things, but sometimes you just can't miss something. And then I've had people say, well, if you can't make it to this, then you're not my agent. I'm like, well, I can't make it to that, so.
In reality, that's why you have partnerships where, I know Tom's situation before he made that call. Hey, Drew.
Yep.
I'm out of town, can you show this house? Things like that.
And that's what you do.
So we get backups in place. But here's the other part of the question I think was asked and we didn't go over. How long is the agency agreement for? Well, again, pretty much I said earlier, if it's important, have it in writing. Okay, the other part is you can pretty much negotiate anything. So we can make it for 1 day agreement, we can make it a 7-day agreement, we could make it a 6-month to a year agreement. I've done all those, right? So at the end of the day, it's just what we decide on. So, yeah.
That's true. I had a 5-week listing one time.
There you
So
go.
we sold it in 5 weeks, you know, so it's like you negotiate it. And one of the things is each week we lower the price a little bit. And by lowering it a little bit each week, that just brought new buyers in, so.
And so here's the other part too, is the question asked, how long does the agreement go for? Is kind of, that's a question with what's behind that question. And what it is, it's probably coming down to, I don't want to be overly committed to you, and I want to show you're willing to work with me. So let's say you're an investor. I may do an agreement for 1 day on one property.
Yeah.
If it doesn't make financial sense, if you find an agent this house works, write an offer with me and I'll represent you. If not, tomorrow, if Tom introduces you a property, do that one property with him that 1 day, and if it's under contract, you just extend the agreement. But there's all different ways to structure. That's what we do, is what's our objective, how do we structure it, how do we get that result? That's just the bottom line of what we're specialists in the real estate industry.
Yep. All right, thanks.